morning, wonderful, amazing human beings. How are you doing today? It is Friday. Oh my goodness, January 26, 2024. And here we are. It's the morning blessing time. Good morning, Stacy. Saw your message coming. Didn't have time. I was running late today, so I couldn't respond. But here you are. Good morning, Lynn. How are you guys doing today? It's Friday. Hi, Ryan. How are you feeling this morning? Hi, Azim. Great live, by the way. How are you feeling today, guys? Loretta, how are you feeling today? It is another amazing day. I am rushing. You can see I'm still creaming my hands. That's why I'm rushing. But here we are. It's another beautiful morning. It is that time of the year, right? So guess what? We have, thanks, Stacy. I'm pinning Stacy puts this message for me, which is great, and then people know what we're talking about. Thank you. I love that. I appreciate your help, and I'm thankful for each and every one of you today dropping by to say hello. Wrong glasses. Let's change the glasses so you can see my beautiful, stunning eye. Hi, Nancy. Oh, welcome. Ready on time today, Nancy. Love that. Stacy got a new phone. Congratulations. Anyway, let's do our morning blessing. As you know, I will tell you something, and I know Ryan is going to shift his nose. He's going to say something. He's going to... Ryan, as you see, always comes there. I've known Ryan now for, oh my God, I don't even know Ryan. Is it for 10, 15 years? I don't know. I think it's maybe, I don't know. I can't remember. But Ryan is here, and just in case you guys don't know, it's because of coaching Ryan all these years ago for fun. It was fun coaching. Good morning, Lynn. Good morning, Kia. Sorry. How are you guys feeling today? That during the coaching of Ryan, that's when the 5 pillars of prosperity surfaced in me. I didn't know them before. Good morning, cousin Ezra. How are you doing this day? How are you feeling this morning? So because of Ryan, that's how in meditation I came across the 5 pillars of prosperity. We all know those 5 pillars, that when you think of them, for you to live a fulfilled life, you have to tap into them. But it was through Ryan that they came to being. And Ryan is still with me today. And it's not that we're coaching in a way about that those days of coaching was fun coaching. But Ryan is still coming to see me in the morning blessings, and we have this relationship that is awesome. He introduced his cousin Melford to me and other people, and good morning, Nadi, and here we are. So I just wanted you guys to understand what the 5 pillars of prosperity is. Some of you are new to me, and you mightn't really understand it or get it, because perhaps I haven't taken the time to explain it as good as I should, as properly, as clearly as I should. The 5 pillars of prosperity are the 5 things we need to always be performing at maximum to enable us to live a fulfilled life. Now, when you hear of the 5 pillars and you hear the word prosperity, good morning, Yuko, we normally think that to be prosperous is only the financial pillar. That is one of the pillars. So when we hear the word prosperity, we think of wealth and assets and money. But really, if you look at the word prosperity, it means anything you possess, that you have a lot of it and it's good for you, is to be prosperous with it. So, emotional prosperity, mental, physical, spiritual, and financial. The fingers of your hand, each has a part to play. And if one finger is broken, even the baby finger or the thumb, it prevents us or cut or hurting or bent, twisted. It prevents us from doing things right. I have friends who have arthritis in their hand, and they tell me they cannot close their hand or they cannot stop a finger from being like this, right? So that means the other 2 fingers has to compensate for what is the one, or what is not working is experiencing. So that's what the 5 pillars do in your life. Now, today I'm going to speak with you about physical prosperity. We spoke about emotional on one of the morning blessings. So I have to do them every day. Not every day, at least once a week. Bring out the pillars so that we, and even me, as you talk about it, as you listen, you're going to hear things that are different. Something you didn't hear the last time. And had it not been for the experiences working with Ryan, I wouldn't be telling you this today. So it's not that Ryan needed them fixed. It's during the thing. It's not only finance. The meditation said, Tessa-Marie, it's not finance. Finance sometimes is a cause. It's not the symptom. The other thing, finance is sometimes a symptom, not a cause. There are other things that affect your life first, and that's the cause. You have to fix the cause because the symptom is a reaction from something that's not working properly. As soon as life becomes tedious, challenging, everybody thinks it's always finance. Finance is a symptom in many cases and not a cause. And that was how I realized what was going on. And this is why I always ask you guys to meditate. Meditation is not a long process. It grows on you. 1 minute, to teach Kylie how long a minute was, is to put a timer on and walk with her down the street. And then stop. When the timer goes, say, see, this is our house all the way up here. And this is where we are. So this is still how long a minute is. And most of us remember having to do a minute speech at school, and it was going on forever. A minute is long. And if you cannot stay focused for 15 minutes, keep going back, go backwards until you get to a minute and sit there and for a minute and begin by feeling your heartbeat. It was during this that I became this person that worked on figure out the 5 pillars. And the more I work with them, the more I learn from them. So, physical prosperity. Why do I have to be physically prosperous, Tessa-Marie? I have all the money in the world. Somebody on YouTube told me that. If I have all the money in the world, I don't need anything except I can pay for anything. I respond, yes, you can buy a liver, you can buy a kidney, because you have it. You have money, but you do not have the means to enjoy it physically. And what you own, you should be able to appreciate and enjoy and be grateful and thankful for and smile at it. And if physically you can't smile, then you're not feeling it. If physically you can't move, all the money in the world will only get somebody to help you. But that's not what life is all about. We never read in scripture that somebody lived to be 800 years and they were sick for 500. You didn't hear that. 800 years they said they live. I don't know if their years were 8 months. I don't know, but I'm just using it as it is written. And then they died. So it looks to me like we do not have to physically be suffering before we die. And that's why I always ask you to remember, aging does not mean you have to be sick. We have the power to heal ourselves. We do. We just have to have the faith and the belief and the constantly to ask and to believe that God does answer instantly. You mightn't like the answer, but he answers you instantly. You mightn't have been in tune to get the answer. You might have asked and then stomp your feet and walk away and figure. You don't do that to the bank manager when you go get a loan. You wait. When you order something from Amazon, you don't just disappear, lock your house and disappear. You wait for it to come to your door. You know it's coming. And you trust and believe Amazon, but the God you worship, who created you, you have no time to believe. Okay, do it whenever you're ready. God will, it's not your time, it's God's time. All that nonsense. But it's our belief that is important, our faith in that what we ask for, we will receive. Because there was never a caveat. Ask and you might or might not receive. Did you hear that? Ask and you will receive. We ask a human and we expect to receive. But the Almighty God, we believe. I'm not saying that if you don't believe, then you don't believe. I have somebody I know who said, The reason why I'm living this life, I chose the man at university. And that's why I'm living that life. And she doesn't believe in God. She believes in her choices got her there because she chose the right man. She did a phys degree and she never became a phys anything. So her purpose for being there is to choose a man that was going to do good. So she got to do good. She got to benefit from it. And that's okay. Choice. So physical prosperity is that one that enables me to stand here and speak with you for half an hour. Yesterday we went for an hour because Amma came on and started questioning and I answered her questions. And it was beautiful, 1 hour. But I stood there. Physical prosperity enables you to sit in a chair and stand up without asking somebody to pull you up. Physical prosperity means you can walk. You don't have to walk like when you were 20 if you're looking at 60. You can, but the point is you can use those limbs. The longest muscle we have in our life, on our body is the one that connects to the leg, to the toe. It's one long muscle. So if we can move our hands, we can do things. And if when we feel a little ache, we stop and we hold and we ask for a healing. And we believe it will fix that. We have the power to send the light where it is. We can do that. So physical prosperity, all the money in the world is not going to give it to you. So what do you have to do? You have to be aware to do what you need to do physically to keep the body going. Sitting indoors, constantly sitting indoors because it's cold outside or it's raining is not always the answer. Go out and get fresh air. Go out and get the air and don't say to me, Tessa-Marie, the air is not fresh, it's polluted. Well, we know that. We seem to be surviving in it, don't we? So move and go out there and breathe the polluted air. Maybe yes, all you need some pollution in your body so you can really feel awake. I know it doesn't look like that. But that's what I'm trying to say. Yuko gets up and she does her yoga. Tracy walks 40 times a day. She's always outside walking. Yesterday morning, at 6 o'clock, I went for a walk. Today I didn't because it's raining outside and it's not good to walk with rain boots because it's not good for your feet to walk for half an hour with rain boots, so I didn't go. But as soon as the rain subsides today, I will go for a walk. It doesn't have to be a gallivanting walk. I do not have to walk like I'm running a race and going for the Boston Marathon. No. But the point is, I have to move my body. A body in motion stays in motion. I have children that live away from me. I don't want my son or my daughters to wonder if mom is able to walk today. Is mom able to go out today? Is mom breathing today? So therefore, I have to do things to keep me breathing. Yuko will show you guys a reel where she's outside stretching. Good morning, Lisa. Like my top? I love my top. How are you feeling today? So the pillar of physical prosperity, no amount of money can keep it healthy. Only person that can make that pillar healthy, one of the 5, is you. When do you start? You start now. No matter how old you are, you start now. We have to realize we have to keep ourselves physically fit so that we can enjoy the finance we build. We can enjoy the mental capabilities we have. We can enjoy our emotional prosperity. We can enjoy to believe in spirituality, to be able, if you take spirituality just to go to church and shrines, that's fine. And you can go, and when you get there, you need to kneel, you can kneel. And so that is what physical prosperity is. It is part of the 5 pillars. And do not tell me I am aging. That is why I have to be sick, because I know for sure that aging does not mean you have to be sick. Today, they will bury that 37-year-old young lady. She wasn't old, she was 37. She got breast cancer in one breast. They took it off, didn't, and then it came back in the other breast, and she passed away. Her son will be 3 this year. So that she wasn't old, but she got sick. All I'm trying to pull this to is this. Physical prosperity is important. You have to keep yourself physically fit. And when you do not know what to do, ask the universe. You don't believe in God? Then just say to the universe, if you were me, universe, what would you do to keep yourself physically fit? Ask. And believe the universe will answer you. When the idea said to you, go outside and sit on the bench in the park. You have to get to the park. Don't drive to go to the store today. Sit outside for a minute. Sweep your backyard, your front yard. Do something physical. Go up and down the stairs in your home. Learn how to go up and down a stair. Many people go up a stair and they hold on to the rail. Well, then you're making your shoulder do the work. But do you know we're supposed to make our this do the work? That's how you're supposed to go up the stairs. You stand in the middle and you put your pressure on your body to propel you forward. Doing that is right. It's not necessary to walk like that. Do figure it out. Ask questions. How am I supposed to walk up a stair and build my body? Do not go down the stairs with a leg going this way, like going and going again. You hold the rail to go down, but you go down straight. You don't have to curve your foot to the left. So because you're also making your knee go in a direction it is not supposed to go, and then you're saying, my knee hurts. So use the handrail to go down and use your body to propel you up. It's just small physical actions that will help us to live a fulfilled life and to build a pillar of physical prosperity and make it stronger than it is right now. When to start? Right now. You're never too old or never too young to start. You have to do certain things to keep that body going. You must do certain things in a certain way. Now, if the other thing is eating, when do you eat? Why are you eating so late and going to bed an hour after, and then you expect to lose weight? Well, I had a salad, but your body needs time to digest the salad. I'm eating salads. I'm having salads. If I see another salad, I'm going to kill it. I have somebody who eats a bowl of salad, and yet, she still gained weight. She can hardly go up 5 steps to her front door, but she eats salad all the time. What about when do you swallow? How much time are you allowing this body, this machine that was created to function like a vacuum cleaner? It grabs what is out there and you have to empty the bag. So when do you eat? It's not so much. I don't eat much, Tessa-Marie, but if you eat as soon as you wake up, I have to have breakfast. I told you the story about the lady who was a school teacher, and we had just come out of breakfast because we were somewhere, and all these ladies we slept in. By the time we moved, took our time to move. We were on vacation, and we were walking from breakfast, and it just happened to be we left the restaurant about 11:30, and she said, "Oh, it's lunchtime," because it was 12 o'clock. She was ready to go eat. Of course, that's her body reacted to that. And then, when do you eat? Everybody talks about water fasting, intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is how you should eat. It's not that you don't eat. You choose when to eat. Your period of eating has to be like this. Your period of not eating has to be like that. It's giving you ate at 9, and at 12 you're eating again because it's lunchtime. And then all through that time you snack, and then you get to dinner and you have this big dinner. That doesn't mean you shouldn't have a big dinner, But what did you eat during the day between 12 and 6? So you started at 9 eating. I had breakfast, and some people have their, I must have breakfast. That's fine. But you have to know that what you're eating and how it's going to affect you, and when do you eat. So because you're watching the TV at 7, you're not ready for bed, you're eating at 7. You're continually eating at 8, something. It's not a lot though, I'm just having a snack, I'm having some nuts. Do you know how long it takes for nuts to digest in our body? 16 hours. 16. Do you know how long it takes a heavy piece of protein to digest? Meat can take 36 hours, a piece of beef. So are we allowing our body time to digest it physically, maybe? And then you wonder why you cannot touch your toe, because your stomach is in the way. And your stomach is in the way because you got in the way of your stomach by pushing stuff it didn't want. And your body tells us, our body talks to us. But I have all the money in the world, I can get this, I can get that. You can have all the money in the world to allow you to use and enjoy and have different experiences. Money, another thing too, does not bring you happiness. It allows you to have experiences you wouldn't normally have if you didn't have it. So that's simple. So I have coffee, I have water, I drink water. I perhaps drink 2 liters of water by 7:30, and then maybe I have a coffee. That coffee, not maybe, I always have that coffee. It will have almond milk because I'm allergic to milk. So I have almond milk in it, or almond whatever for coffee, and then I'll do whatever I have to do. And then just before I come live, I have a collagen coffee with coconut oil in it and collagen powder. So that's around 7:30, 7:45. And I will eat again. I will now have a meal at 10. That will be breakfast or whatever you want to call it. It will be 10. And then around 3, I will be hungry and I will eat, or 4, sometimes 4. But by the time 5 o'clock comes along, I do not eat. So during 10 o'clock, whatever I eat, eggs, cheese, whatever, peanut butter, muffin, not sweet muffin, English muffin, or crumpets, or something that has, or 12 grain bread. Anything. Toasted with all that peanut butter on it. It doesn't really matter. And that will last me. And if I do have fruit, I'll have it before I have any type of carbs. So I'll have that, a banana and all of that. But by 5 o'clock, I'm done. I just cannot eat anymore. So my body now gets to rest from 5 until 10 tomorrow. So that's 17 hours. I drink water, I have tea, and you can have tea all day long. You can have water. Add lemon to your water, alkaline, this stuff. All I want to do, and I always said that, all I desire is to be able to move without assistance. And if it ever came to the point that I need assistance to move later in my life, I will look at me and I will say to me, I did my best. I did the best I knew how. So somebody else who knows me will say to me, although you did all this and that, look at you now. No, that's not what matters. It's knowing that you did your best. And I talked with you about that all the time. When you're facing situation that's affecting you in a certain way, good morning, Amma, you have to know for sure, how are you feeling today, that the answer to the failure or the challenge coming in spite of how much you did your best is to look at it, or when somebody brings it to your attention, although you did all of these things, Tessa-Marie, to be fit, look at you now. Your answer has to be, good morning, Peter, long time no see, how are you feeling today? Your answer has to be, I did my best with the information I had and what I knew. Once you have done your best, other people's opinions and their assumptions should not affect you. The point is, it doesn't matter how young and virile and vigorous you feel and all of that. You have to take care of your physical prosperity now. No matter how old you are, how many points in your body that are cracking and cracking, you still have to make sure you do your best to keep your physical prosperity healthy. You've got to do this. Because do not tell me that you have amassed tons and tons of money and you are not able to truly enjoy walking on a plane, sitting, relaxing, getting on a beach and enjoying the sun and or whatever, wherever you want to be. Climb a mountain, do what? Because you were so busy working to accomplish, to to gather all that financial money that you forgot. You simply forgot that the body needs to be in action, needs to be catered to. So that is why I brought the pillar of physical prosperity to you today. Make sure you are aware that you have to be physically fit to have a fulfilled life. Just as you have to be physically, financially fit to have a fulfilled life. Just as you have to be emotionally fit to have a prosperous life, a fulfilled life. You have to be mentally fit for you to enjoy a prosperous life, a fulfilled life. And you must certainly have to have your spirituality, whether you do it like me, where you believe in a God that is inside of you, that created you to be who you are and that you can expand on it and you can create too. It doesn't matter. Even when you heard the word spirituality, you believe it's only to do with a God. Well, it's not. It has to have faith in your ability to do what you desire when you want to do it. Spirituality means you accept others for who they are. You do not judge them or make opinions or assumptions. You do not want them to bend, to look like you, to be like you, to function like you. All of that is being spiritually aware. So the 5 pillars, if they are not working on point, you cannot live that fulfilled life. A fulfilled life is where you have the ability to buy what you want when you want it, to be able to enjoy where you are when you are there, to be able to realize that breathing is a gift and continue to polish it, to take that physical body and use it so that it is on point and it does for you, to expand your mental capabilities beyond what you learned at school and realize as long as you're alive, like my father said to me, you have to learn. There's always something to learn. If you believe you know everything about everything, then wonderful for you. But you have to remember, there is a gap between what you know and what somebody else knows. So you have to learn. So I've talked only about physical prosperity, but I want today's physical prosperity day. But let us just look at them again. Emotional prosperity responds. You know what affects our emotional prosperity? Our 5 senses. When we see something, when we hear something, when we taste something, when we feel something, right? When we hear it, we see it, we smell it, we react emotionally. And then, the other thing is mental prosperity. Oh, I study, I went to school, yeah. But you notice you're forgetting. You get downstairs and what did I come here for? You go and you say, oh, it's aging. And you accept it. But is there a supplement that can help you? Is there something you can do? Are you drinking sufficient water to keep all the organs healthy? Instead of just saying, I'm aging, I'm getting old, oh God, and fun about it. Get over that. So that's mental and that's emotional. Physical, we talked about. You have to keep a body in motion, stays in motion. You have to eat at the right time, give your body enough time to digest the food you ate. Then we look at spiritual prosperity. Accept others for who they are. You don't have to go any further than that. And believe that you are good enough. And nobody can make you good. And you need no one to complete you. You are already completed. You were created already. And the person next to you that you see something is broken, it's not your responsibility to fix them. Let them have their experiences. And financially, watch your money. Do not eat it all today. And do not save it for a rainy day. Save it so you can have a fulfilled life. It doesn't have to rain for you to use your money. And I know what you mean by raining, a challenge, or this, a disaster. Fine. When I work with people about finances, what I make them create is a sustainable spending plan. A sustainable financial spending plan. Why is it sustainable? Because it has movement. So most of the people, I can't say any one of them failed. All the people that took that course, I taught that, and I coached on that personally. During COVID, they were able to move. As I said, you go to Peru, and you know how our windows are like that. Their windows are like triangles. Their doors is shaped almost. Not that they cannot pass, but it's because when your legs are open, you can withstand the movement because of the movement of the earth there. So that is what people with a sustainable financial spending plan are able to do. Yes, you had emergency money. Yes, you had vacation money. Yes, you had money for birthdays, Christmas. You had all these little accounts for different type of things. When COVID came, you couldn't go on vacation. You could hardly even go out to the stores to buy gifts for birthdays and this. So that emergency money and all of those other monies, you pull them together to pay for the bills and expenses that you have that you didn't have the money to pay for. That is what sustainable is. You can move it, because it sustains you. And it's a spending plan. It's not a budget. You create it. So that is all of the 5 pillars. So every Friday, last time we did emotional prosperity. Today, we're doing physical prosperity. So ask yourself this question. When you do not know, what can I do to improve my physical prosperity? If you believe in a God, ask. If you believe in yourself, ask. If you believe in the universe, ask. But you ask in this manner. If you were me, what would you do today to enhance your physical prosperity? Just that's it. And then pause. And when that silly, stupid thought comes to you, get off that chair, get off from in front of that TV, then do that. Go clean the kitchen, then do that. Open the window and put your head outside. Go do that. Dial a phone and talk to somebody. Do that. Send a text to somebody. Do that. Tell somebody you love them. Do that. Be grateful. Whatever idea that drops in, just take action on it, because that one idea will lead to something else. So you text me, hi Tessa-Marie, how are you doing today? Oh, I'm wonderful, absolutely wonderful. I went for a walk this morning. What will that do to you? Question. Should I go for a walk? Maybe I should go outside and walk. Tessa-Marie just walked. So I should get dressed, put my coat on, it's cold, put on, and go for a 10-minute walk. Yuko told us at the beginning of the year, she did 10 minutes of walking. Some days you cannot take the cold in North America for 10 minutes, but you can go for 10 minutes. You can walk down the street and walk back, and you will be invigorated. You will come and you might want to have, hello, Kimberly, good morning, how are you feeling today? And you might turn around and you might say, oh, I just have a nice cup of hot chocolate. Emotionally, you're satisfying a need. Physically, you're filling in a little gap that needs to be functioning in your body. So when you do not know what to do, or when everything you have done is just not giving you the results you're looking for, open your arms and say, if you were me, and if you believe in God, you say, Father God, that's how me, Tessa-Marie Shillingford, does it. Father God, if you were me, what would you do in this circumstance? That's all. Or in this, what would you do now? And put a passion into it. That passion you put when you're angry, why don't tune it up a bit? And go, you know what? I have done this, I've been doing it, and it's not working. I've been helping this person, I've been talking to them, I've been encouraging them, it's not working. But yet they're in my life, they're constantly nagging, they're waiting. Father God, if you were me, what would you do now? What would you do now? And that's all. If you believe in God, if you believe the universe got your back, then you say, okay, universe, it's you and I. You have to talk to your God or your universe or yourself as if it's a friend, because it's a friend. What is prayer? They say prayer is a heart-to-heart talk with God. Talk with your heart. Put some emotion in it and ask the question when you do not know what to do. But do not ask questions on how to fix a human being. Ask questions for you. How should I manage this situation? Whether there is a human being here that you have that is really pulling and draining every bit of energy you have in you, then you need to fix you. So you have to say, Father God, what it is, if you were me, what would you do in this situation now? That's all. Have a great day. Amma said something and you guys said something. Everybody, I waited a few years to get a new phone. I'm so grateful I didn't get that one. Congratulations on your new phone. I'm well, thanks. Watching from Orlando. Hi, Peter. You're in America. Oh, congratulations. Peter doesn't last long. He might have jumped off already. But he does come and smile and say hello. Kiss the flowers and say hello, ladies. Crew. Great question. Thank you. Abundant Rising Queen. So guys, thank you for all of your wonderful statements today. And such a beautiful morning. Stacey said, I am well, thanks. Everybody is having something beautiful to say. So guys, that's the pillar of physical prosperity. And I told you the story. And Ryan is going to be really mad at me. But thanks, Lynn, for that. Thank you, Stacey, for that. Let me see which of you are here. So, Kimberly, Kia, Stacy, Julie, and Nancy, Amal, Ezra, Lisa, Ryan, Loretta, Lynn. Okay, Ryan, you don't have to get mad. Just get even. Just put more pressure on me to answer any questions you have. Have a great Friday. Have a great weekend. You have a weekend, whether it's raining or it's snowing or it's hot where you are. Ask yourself this question. What can I do for me today? Just ask, what can I do for me today? And see what happens. Or take the weekend to do something fabulous. Or do something like I say. Do something, or you can use my affirmation. I am so happy and grateful that everybody I see is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. I'm so happy and grateful that every interaction I have is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. Just choose something. And everything I do on in this weekend, I'm so happy and grateful that every action I take, especially this weekend, is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular. And believe it. And keep doing that until it actually hits you. Yes. And the day you know when your affirmation is the right one is when you're not consciously thinking of it, you say it or you think it. Have a great day. Love you. Bye-bye, everybody. Thanks for coming.